I come from Uganda, so we are neighbors. My country is neighboring South Sudan. So whatever happens in South Sudan affects Uganda. Whatever happens in Uganda affects South Sudan. And as a girl, as I was growing up, then, until recently actually, it was one Sudan. And what is South Sudan now was known as Southern Sudan. It was the southern part, a southern region of Sudan, but now it's an independent country. As a young girl, I grew up seeing Sudanese, South Sudanese, in our communities as refugees. And my parents used to take us to refugee camps to visit them and take them things and chit-chat with them. And so I grew up seeing refugees. And when I was an adult working on these issues, I was very much interested, and I was wondering, but when will this story end? It's been centuries. I mean, it's been so many decades. So I come in so more recently as a woman in peace building, but before it would be either with parliamentarians or students, male, female, government representatives, and so on. More specifically, maybe the groups that you're talking about, some of them we go to train them on 1325. And I remember one woman in the audience in South Sudan, in Juba, stood up and said, yeah, what is this animal, 1325? And I thought, where we are, we think everybody hears about the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325. But no, not everybody has heard that. And I don't know if they need to know the number, but it's a very easy number to remember, 1325. Others call it 1,325, others 1325. So they are free to call it anything, including that animal, but it's a nice animal, not a bad wild one. And so we go to help them understand 1325 and the other resolutions, as well as related ones, decisions. At the African Union, they are called decisions. At the UN levels, resolutions. So the African Union and the regional economic communities also have the equivalent. And we talk about that. It's what is it saying? It's acknowledging the fact that women are targeted during conflict situations, but it also goes beyond that and says they don't sit down because of that. They don't sit down and cry forever. They get up and they use that negative situation as a launch pad into better things, so to transform the negative situation into a positive one. And women are doing a great job in that, and they've been doing it very well. But some of them, the voices are not heard where they need to be heard, at decision-making level. So we can do as much as we want on the ground, but as long as policymakers are not influenced or brought on board, it's like that glass ceiling they talk about. So you can work, but you bubble up and you find there is a ceiling, you can't go beyond that. And we want that opened so that there is information flowing up and down.